everybody, real quick for like the fifth, fourth time or something. I keep on getting my recording interrupted. I'll just show off my little DIY Mixbox, Hitbox, whatever you want to call it, WASD on fighting game controller. Let's see. This isn't gonna be like a tutorial to be exact. More just like how I did it. But if you guys have questions and trying to make your own, then let me know. Just because when I was trying to do this, I was searching videos and I've never done this before, but I couldn't find any. So I'm just gonna make this in case anyone does need help. So basically, what I did to start out was these are cherry, no, Gateron clears. The lighting's weird, but I just had them left over from my keyboard. I had some leftover keycaps and key switches. So I had this, and then as you can tell, it's what's it called? The Mayflash Arcade Fightstick F101. It originally came with this joystick, but I took it out, obviously. Let's see. So things you'll need, I guess. Well, personally, I think I'm making this video with the assumption that you're modding a controller that you already have. You can maybe do this with just like a plastic box. I've seen on like Reddit posts and stuff. But you do have to get, like, by that point you have to get your buttons and your, what's it called? Your like controller PCB module thingamajig that wires everything up on the inside. But and you need a soldering iron. I don't know if I said that already. But yeah, that's what I needed to get into it. Oh, you need a hammer and a chisel too. That's what I mean. So basically, what I started off doing was you have to measure your keycap or your switch, right? You can kind of see like, hold up. You can kind of see there's like that skinnier part, and then like there's an outer layer. So you like this outer layer, right, of the switch, not the keycap, the switch. That's what's gonna be holding your switch up on the cardboard plate, right? So you gotta measure the skinnier layer, right? So that when you pop it in like the cut, it won't slide in. So once you got that, make a little like WASD shape or whatever shape you want, and make a cardboard cut out of it. It's cardboard, but it's actually very sturdy, just because it's only like this much cardboard, and it's super glued. I'll get into that later, but yeah. I didn't, obviously from what you could just see, I didn't super glue the switches down or anything. I just popped them in, so you can pop them out if you want, but they're soldered, so you can't really pop them out. And then, once you got that good, you make the little cardboard sheet. Mine was like about the size of a small credit card. Yeah. Then I disassembled this, and this is like the long part where, you take the joystick out, obviously, and I disassembled this, took everything out, got this top plate, and sort of like overlaid the cardboard part over it. I drew sort of like the hole that I was going to cut, and you need a drill too. Sorry, I didn't include that in the beginning, but as you can see, there's like I have like drill holes. This is a bad job just because I never done anything like this before, so this is my first time doing it. Like drill holes, 1, 2, 3, like in each corner. So the way that worked was I first started by drilling a hole in each corner, and then I got a chisel and a hammer, and I like chiseled off each different line until I got this shape. If you have like a small handsaw, maybe that would work better. I don't know. Just use what you have available to you. I didn't follow any guides. I kind of just did this on my own. It took like 3 or 4 hours. But and then yeah, once you get like, that'll be probably the longest part, because mine had sort of like from the manufacturing, there's like sort of like small lines from the board, so the board wasn't exactly flat. It was like, you know, lines throughout everywhere. So I had to chisel those smaller lines off, and then I also had to sand them a little bit just to get everything to fit together. But once I got it to work, yeah, it was pretty much perfectly in place. My advice is start out small, because you can always make something bigger. Like, you can always make the hole bigger, but you can never really make it smaller, especially with this plastic plate, because if you screw this up, then you're done, right? So I'm really glad that it worked. So once that happened, I super glued this piece of cardboard into it to make sure it fits perfectly. Mine fit kind of wrong, so I had to sand it like right here for a while. It took a long time, but anyways, once you get that in, your controller's still gonna be open, right? And I'm not gonna open my controller just because I don't want to go through that, but you'll see that in your controller, mine's like right under this, you'll have like a PCB controller type thing. It's like a green motherboard, and hopefully it'll be labeled, but there'll be wires coming out of it, and it'll be labeled with like up, down, left, right, A, B, X, Y, that type of stuff. And the buttons themselves, they have they're gonna be wired up, obviously, but you can just take them out. And the way that this joystick works, the one it comes with, there's these things attached to it, right? Like these clicky things. And the way this joystick would normally work is that, let me see where this plugs in. Hold it. I think right here. Okay. So, say that you're moving your joystick around, right? And then when your controller hits, or when your joystick like little line thing hits the button, it makes that noise. And I clipped the wires, but you can sort of see it. These wires were this thing was connected with like wires running all the way into the controller module, right? And then so what I did was I clipped off each one. There was 4 of these. Obviously, like the joystick, when you move it around, it would make the clicking noise on all 4 gates, all 4 directions, I mean. So you take these wires, you clip them, and they're easy to remember. And if you forget, then it's obviously like the wire. You can just trace the wire from the PCB controller thing, and then these switches. I don't have them on me, but I could probably just pull it out. You can see there's 2 wires connected to them, right? So each like mechanical switch, it'll have these 2 pins, or maybe two like copper, or I don't know what metal it is, but 2 electrical pins coming out of them, and you pretty much just solder each wire onto the key switch. I'm pretty sure that it doesn't matter which wire goes where. Yeah, and then be careful with your solder. I burned myself. Well, I didn't burn myself, but where is it? I guess it disappeared. Oh, never mind. Right here. You can't really see it, but I freaking soldered my finger. But yeah, and then that's pretty much it, honestly. Once you get the things soldered for each switch, it's pretty self-explanatory. I've never modded a controller before, and I just opened it up and looked at it, and it made sense. It works. And then close your controller up, put it into your computer, go into Steam. I don't know if this is gonna work for like PS4 and Xbox. I don't know how those things work, but it works for my PC. I went into Steam's big picture mode and then set it up, and yeah, I haven't tried it out with Street Fighter yet, which is the game I played, because my desktop died, and I'm using my laptop as a main PC right now. So I can't test it out until I get my eGPU, I'll probably do a video on that as well. But anyways, that's how it went. Took like around 3-4 hours, but I've been thinking about it for a while, so yeah, I'm very glad. I'm actually really surprised that it worked. I was not expecting it to work the entire time. But yeah. What else? If you guys need anything, have any questions about my process, like feel free to hit me up. I'll probably reply to the comments or maybe the social media or something. Let me just plug my keyboard in. But yeah, that worked out. I have a ton of homework to do, so just finish this video before maybe my storage runs out. Cool. Yep. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Peace out, I guess. Am I forgetting anything? No, I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I think that's good. Yep. See you guys. Let me know if you have any questions. See ya.